Hello coaches, welcome back to another Modern Soccer Coach Breakdown. It's that time of the year that coaches may want to add a little bit of variation at the start of sessions in order to increase the energy. Something a little bit different, get the players thinking, get the players moving, and get the players ready for a fun session. We've got 3 ideas today, something a little bit different in terms of variation. You can get the organization, the details and the dimensions of these exercises for free on the link below, modernsoccercoach.com. And when you're there, please check out the other resources we have on the website. Before we start, please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for the support for the Modern Soccer Coach channel. Okay, warm-up exercises, let's go. So in this first example, we've got 4 games all organised on the training pitch. In the corner, we've got 1v1 matchups where each player has a ball, and in line, they go in alternate order. So it's 1v1, attacker becomes defender, defender leaves the field. In the top left, it's the back to goal game, 3v3 with goals back to back. Teams can score in any goals. Coaches can add a pass limit, but it's all about movement and finding open space. The end zone game is the top right, 3v3, played in an area with 2 5-yard end zones. Team in possession is looking to get the ball into the opponent's end zone, either with a dribble or a pass. And the 4-goal game then in the bottom right corner, 3v3. Each team attacks 2 goals, defends 2 goals. Teams can score from anywhere on the pitch. So you've got all these activities going on at the same time. It's a 3v3 format in terms of the numbers. The games last for 3 minutes, and you can keep score throughout as you rotate the teams. Or if you want to let the players manage it, you can have restarts going back to the team that scores as well, except with the 1v1 game, of course, which needs to be in alternate order. But all the other games can be teams score and teams regain possession. So they can manage that themselves, and then you can manage the score. But it should be lots of movement, different challenges, different pictures, and hopefully a lot of variety, which adds to a lot of energy. The second idea is a technical circuit, and Pep Guardiola do this in some training videos as well. So it's really, really good at painting different pictures and bringing in those attacking patterns that you're working for if you want to incorporate them early in the session. In this example, you've got 3 circuits: passing, dribbling, shooting, all around the training pitch. The passing one is 4 to 5 players organised in a Y-shaped passing pattern. Balls are constantly moving, players are constantly moving. Coaches can add combinations to this. The dribbling one's simple. Players dribble up at the base of the exercise, and when they get to the cones, out of the cones, they play into one of the mini goals. When one player is at the top, the next player can go again, so there's lots of movement. Encourage players to use both feet as well, and the coaches can make up different variations through the different cones. And then you've got the shooting one where you've got 4 to 5 players organised with a ball, and then a target player at the top of the box. Ball's played in the target player, who has a give and go and then shoots on goal. Passer becomes the shooter. Shooter recovers at the end of the line. Again, hopefully everyone's moving at this stage. Everyone is experiencing the different pictures. And again, that variation, you can add some competition to it as well. Increase the tempo. But hopefully a good flow, 2 to 3 minutes, and then everyone rotates. All right, before we introduce our third exercise idea, coaches, if you're looking for session ideas around something specific, please check out modernsoccercoach.com. We've got a ton of resources in specific areas: passing patterns, match analysis, warm-up games, pressing games, scanning games, decision games, attacking sessions, match analysis courses. We've got a ton of stuff on there. Please check it out, modernsoccercoach.com/shop. And don't forget, you can get the dimensions and the organizations for these exercises as well for free when you're there. Thanks again for all your support. And then the third idea, if you are a fan of rondos, possession exercises early in your session, this one here just changes up the picture for each one. I really, really like this one because there's different experiences of different shapes and spaces. So you've got a 4v2, then you've got a 6v3, and then you've got a 5v4. The 4v2 game, simple. You can count the passes. 5 successful passes is a point. If defenders win, they can dribble out of the grid, add a little bit of transition in there. 6v3 is more directional, so it's 1 point for every 6 successful passes. You've got the target players as well. Again, if defenders win it, they can dribble out of the grid. But the 5v4 is completely different. 5v4 is a lower overload, so it's more difficult for possession teams, and then it increases the perhaps aggression of the team to win the ball back. If defenders win in this game, you want to give them the mini goal for 2 points. Then it's 5 passes for a point for the possession team. Each game will last for 3 minutes, and then you can rotate. 6 sets in total. Again, players can manage this here
with the restarts, and the coach can hopefully control the timing and then control the rotations for players to move up and move down. And if you want an idea for some player ownership, you can put the players in charge of who rotates when, making sure it's not the coach with a clipboard at the front organising every part of the practice. Fun activity, different pictures, and again, plenty of energy to get it going.
All right, coaches, just some ideas around practice variation and trying to change the picture in order to maybe inspire a little bit of creativity with your team. When you're training for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, sometimes the routines are great because it establishes consistency, but sometimes it also establishes a level of, oh, here we go again, or boredom even, as players are coming into the same thing every day. So having the ability to change that up, but still staying consistent to, again, your principles or your objectives of the session or your training philosophy, I think can be very, very valuable. Often when people hear fun and warm-ups, they'll start doing the Pep Guardiola, get it in the trash can, or relay races and stuff like that. But although that can add a little bit of energy early in the session, you can also struggle to get the focus back later on. So in these exercises we looked at today, they are different, but there's still an element of, okay, well, how can I tweak that to get the objective of the session out of? Again, you don't want to be out there for 2-3 hours. As the season progresses, you want to maybe get out of the session in 45, 60, 90 minutes maximum. So trying to be as concise as you can with your session planning is also really important. Those games that we showed today, those are 3 minutes each game, maybe 2 minutes each game sometimes, and you can move on in 12, 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed them. If you have any feedback, please put it on the link below. We really, really appreciate the support for the Modern Soccer Coach channel. If you wouldn't mind giving it a like, making sure you subscribe, checking out modernsoccercoach.com. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.